to another episode of Table Talk in the Garden. Today we have some great weather here in Tampa, Florida. The temperature is about 70 degrees, so I thought that it would be a great idea to film another video of Table Talk in the Garden. Summertime, it was really hot, so it was just a little difficult to, and it was also raining too, so it was just a little difficult to, film the Table Talk in the Garden. But I got up this morning and I was like, it feels really good outside. I'm not stressed out about the heat. I can relax and just talk to you guys and let you guys know that I am trying a new fertilizer for my plants. I wanted to show you guys like my little seedlings. Well, actually my little seedlings are just the table decorations, but since you can see them in the video, the Georgia collards are still growing. Now I do have this one right here that's doing well, and it will need to be planted very soon. My husband is going to be making me another raised bed, you guys. This is gonna be the last one, I promise. So we will probably set that up this weekend, and I'll probably bring you guys along as I add another raised bed to the garden. I'm trying to see if once I get the new raised bed set up, if I want to go ahead and put these down. Now some of these are still like little baby seedlings, but I always feel like things do much better for me in the raised bed already. Like that's why I like to just go ahead and directly sow my seeds into the raised beds. This growing season I wanted to try to grow by seedlings. Well, yeah, seedlings, and then transfer them. But yeah, I may just directly sow them, because in this raised bed over here, I decided to go ahead and directly sow my lettuce seeds, because yeah, my seedlings are it's just taking a while for them to develop those true leaves so that I can transfer them into the raised beds. And then I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that I was also growing aspa-brock. And if you guys don't know what this vegetable is, it's basically a mixture of asparagus and broccoli. I actually had this vegetable at a restaurant, and I love the way that they sauteed it, because I don't like broccoli. I don't like the texture or the taste of broccoli. This vegetable was really good. So I was trying to look it up. I was like, oh my goodness, I think this is what the vegetable was, because I thought it was like some type of like seaweed, but it was actually aspa-brock. So I decided to grow me some aspa-brock in the garden. So we'll see how this does. If you are a new subscriber or viewer, I basically wanted to kind of explain the concept of Table Talk in the Garden. It's kind of simple. I just decided one day that I wanted to do a video with my garden as my background. At that time I had corn, okra, tomatoes, what else? Cucumbers. And it was just a nice scenery, and I wanted to kind of show my face in some of my videos and introduce myself. So I was like, okay, well, let me do a Table Talk in the Garden. And my very first video was with some friends who I was comfortable with, and we had a great time. You guys can check those videos out. I love sitting out in my garden, so I was like, well, let me put out a table and talk to you guys like that. So that's how this whole concept of Table Talk in the Garden came about. And yeah, I did stop doing videos. I did stop doing videos during the summertime because it was just too hot, and it was also raining a lot here in Tampa, Florida. So I put a hold on like the Table Talks in the Garden then, but today it feels really good outside. Everything is all perky and vibrant for you guys to look at. This is my garden that I have in the background. I currently have 4 raised beds, and I will be adding one more, you guys. I wanted to show you guys the new fertilizer that I'll be using in the garden. I actually found this fertilizer from a YouTuber called M.I. Gardener, but I actually saw it first on Callie Kim's YouTube page. I watched some of both of their videos, and you can only get this fertilizer right now from the website, and I'll put it down below, www.migardener.com. If you decide that you want to use this fertilizer, you will have to go to his website to purchase this fertilizer. And I bought this with my own money. They did not send me this. I'm going to read the package for you guys, but the description below, it says the ultimate soil supercharge for organic gardening with added trace minerals, beneficial bacteria, and this is a 3-pound package that I ordered. And the NPK, which is the nitrogen, potassium, and phosphate, is 510-4. On the back it says, Trifecta Plus is a natural-based, all-purpose, premium blend fertilizer, guaranteed to make all types of plants extremely healthy, boost production, and give professional results for a fraction of the cost. Trifecta Plus feeds all season long and can be applied to all types of plants during any growth stages. You can use this fertilizer on your fruits, vegetables, trees, and shrubs, house plants, and potted plants. Now I'm going to read what's inside the Trifecta Plus, which is, the fertilizer. So I like the fact that he gives like the definition of like the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. For nitrogen, it helps with green growth and leaf development. Phosphorus, it helps with root development and flower production. And potassium helps boost plants' immunity and fruit sets. And then the trace minerals, bacteria, and fungi that it has in it. How these three helps benefit the plants. So like the trace minerals, bacteria helps increase water intake, drought tolerance, and nutrients. They also help transplant shock. They also help with transplant shock and resistance to disease and pests. So that's a good thing. And then of course, like the total nitrogen, like I told you guys, is 5%. Available phosphate is 10%. Soluble potassium, 4%, total sulfur, 3%, calcium, 8.5%, magnesium, 0.8%, iron, 0.8%, and then it says derived from bone meal, green sand, potash, kelp meal, blood meal, poultry manure, feather meal, cotton seed meal, calcium dehydrate, Epsom salt, rock phosphate. And then I also like that towards the bottom, let me show you guys. Like towards the bottom, it gives you the application rate per plant. So for example, if you're doing seedlings, they suggest 3 tablespoons per gallon of soil. And then house plants, 2 tablespoons per plant. And you can do that twice a year. Annual herbs, 3 tablespoons per plant, and you can do that once a year. Heavy feeding plants, 1/4 cup per plant once a year. And then root vegetables, 1 tablespoon per plant once a year. And like flowers, greens, other fruits and vegetables, 2 tablespoons per plant once a year. So yeah, I like that it will be giving my plants nutrients all season long, and I don't have to worry about, reapplying every 4 to 6 weeks. That saves me time and money. The beneficial bacteria and microbes that this fertilizer has, it helps cling to the roots of your plant, which helps the plants, intake water better and nutrients a little better. So I actually ran out of my Jobs. I wanted to make sure that I used that up first before I decided to, either buy another package or, try something new. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, trying something new. Like I said, I like the fact that it'll save me on time and money. So yeah, I basically wanted to make this video because technically it's been a year since I've been gardening. So I'm excited about that. So I was like, well, let me do it like a 1-year anniversary table talk in the garden. I also wanted to address, where I get my seeds from. But a lot of people are drawn to my video of the 3 feet tall collard greens. But a lot of people were asking, what type of variety they were, where I bought my seeds from. So I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to address that in this video today. I actually did not start those from seeds. I actually bought them from Home Depot as seedlings. And they were called Georgia Southern Collard. That type of variety that I grew, they are able to grow up to 3 feet tall. And I also learned recently that they can withstand the warmer climates. And that's the reason why I was able to keep my collard greens into my raised bed for so long because they can tolerate the cold and the warmer climate. So that's another thing that I wanted to address for you guys if you are deciding to grow that type of variety. So yeah, I bought those collard greens from seedlings from Home Depot, and then I transferred them into that raised bed, like right behind the flower raised bed. I transferred those into my first little raised bed that I had bought myself. Some of you guys were asking like what I fed them. At that time I was a new beginner. I was using Miracle-Gro. As long as you know how to use it, you know, and if that's something that you want to use in your garden, you know, do so. So but yeah, I was using Miracle-Gro, and then from there my husband introduced to me composting. So we started our own composting bin, and I would add compost to my plant. But yeah, from there I used the compost, and what else did I use? I just think I just switched between those two for the longest, and then yeah, and then I started to give the plants the fish fertilizer. So that's really all that I used on those plants. But I feel like collard greens, they didn't give me too much of a fuss, you know. I'm also going to let you guys know where I buy some of my seeds from. Yeah, the package for the okra, it got ruined. Majority of the seeds that I have, I bought from Seeds Now. Hope you guys can see that. seedsnow.com. What else? Urban Farmer. What else? It's another one. I have also purchased from youngseeds.com. So yeah, that's where I buy majority of my seeds from. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of Table Talk in the Garden, showing you the new fertilizer that I will be trying out in the garden and where I buy, you know, majority of my seeds from. My 1-year anniversary. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and the red bell button so that you can get notified once I post new videos. To all of my returning subscribers, welcome back, and thank you for always supporting by watching my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. As always, happy gardening. Peace.